Hey you guys, I decided to do something a little different. I decided to do like a get ready with me. I need a ring light. I should purchase one of those. But yeah, I'm always doing my makeup. Well, not so much now. But when I do my makeup, I'm always like talking to myself or pretending that I low-key have an audience, don't judge me. So I just thought, like, why not do that today? I am no makeup artist. I just started doing makeup, like, in college, for real. Like, I just started using foundation. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna do, like, I guess, a simple makeup look. My hair is not done. It's, like, in little twisties. I'll probably take them out off camera because, like, that's so long. But yeah, just slowly get ready with me. Yeah. So first, I usually actually my sister, shout out to my sister, put me onto this. It looks really nasty because of my makeup everywhere. But it's like the rose water, like Wet n Wild rose water. You can use any rose water, but I love rose water to just like refresh my face. So I always do that. Like for the past few weeks, I've been doing that first. So yeah, just get it all. I probably need to get some more tomorrow. Just kind of refresh my face. I kind of let that dry. So while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna talk a little bit. So I quit my job April 8th, and so yeah, that's been a real journey. There's been a lot of different things that have happened. And so I've had a lot of free time, which is like really weird for me. And I was thinking about the other day, like how rest is so vulnerable. And I know you're like, what? But like when you are not like ripping and running and busy, honestly, it's like you have time to think about all the emotions that you've ever suppressed. And so that's what's been happening. I've been like crying a lot more and just like thinking about things that I haven't dealt with. And I'm in like a class at church that is basically training on like inner healing and how to facilitate inner healing. And so that's low-key like Holy Spirit therapy. And so all of it is just really pulling some stuff out of me, like messing your girl up a little. Not messing me up, but in a good way, to where I have to face a lot of things that I haven't dealt with. So this is pretty dry. So I just use e.l.f. like Poreless face primer. I always use a primer because honestly, you need to have something in between like your makeup and your face. Did I say that right? Yeah, you need like a layer in between your makeup and face. It just helps. And then it just helps makeup go on, you know, smoothly and stuff. So just put that on. I just use e.l.f., nothing fancy. And like honestly, I am a huge like drugstore junkie. I'm not balling like that. So honestly, most of the stuff I'm using is from the drugstore. Except for maybe like Fenty highlighter or whatever. Like I am not, no. I do not use anything that's like expensive. Oh yeah, and my Too Faced bronzer. But like, other than that, nope. What else has been going on this week? Or in the past few weeks? The Lord has really been teaching me about, like my worth. About how important it is to stand up for my worth. A lot of times, like, we settle for things, situations, people, or whatever just because they come to us and because we're, like, in a rush. And a lot of times, it's like we don't even sit back and realize, like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm actually worth more than this thing that has come to me. Maybe this isn't exactly what I want. A lot of times we like write down what we want, we pray over what we want, and then we get something that doesn't meet all the criteria. It's just, okay, this is here, and we just kind of take it, and God's like, but that's not what you wanted, you know? So now I'm gonna put on foundation. I am one of those people who puts on foundation first. I tried the whole like putting on makeup first before, putting on eye makeup before foundation, and it just really weirds me out. Like, it just doesn't, I can't do it. So, I use Maybelline Color Stay. wait, not color stay, super stay full coverage, and I am a 220 natural beige. So actually I mix this with another kind when it's summer because I do get pretty brown in the summer. If you know me, you know I love to tan. So yeah, and I get a beauty blender. Sorry, my beauty blender looks atrocious, but it is what it is. I spray a little bit of rose water on there and just start blending, honey. This is so weird for me. So please bear with me because I've never done this before and I feel very vulnerable right now. Yeah, so I've just been learning to stand up for my worth, stand up for what I want. It's really hard for me as like a recovering people pleaser to actually be like, hey, I don't like this. I don't want to do this anymore. Like that is very difficult for me because I don't like to disappoint people. I like to make everybody happy. If you're not familiar with Enneagram, sorry, my voice. I do drag it down to my neck because y'all, I've learned a lot about blending. But anyways, I don't know if you've heard of Enneagram. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm constantly talking about Enneagram because it is just such a great self-awareness tool. So I'm gonna put the link below, but it's like a personality test. And long story short, I'm a 3, so I am the achiever, and I like to make people proud of me. I like to achieve you. I like to charm you. I like to, you know, just make sure everyone's happy with me, and I hate when people are disappointed in me. It really eats me up. Like as a child, you can ask my parents, they didn't have to spank me. They just had to be like, oh, April, we're disappointed in you, or like yell at me or raise their voice, and I would just cry because I hated it. I hate disappointing people. But the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that I will disappoint people. And they'll just have to deal with it. And you have to do what's good for you. You have to do what's right for you. And you're going to disappoint people in the process. So that has been a struggle for me. In fact, I'm having to make some adult decisions. I've had to make some adult decisions this week, and I'm still kind of procrastinating on one of them. Just some things I need to say. So, know your worth, and don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. People will understand or they won't, and if they don't, they weren't for you anyway, So, there's that. So then I'm going to put on some concealer. Right now I use Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline. I really like this one. I'm almost out. So I'm really almost out. I really need to get some more tomorrow. So I just kind of put that on there. I kind of let this sit for a minute, and I do my eyebrows in between. Now, I am not a thickums eyebrow girl. Like, I do not like laying on my eyebrow stuff thick, and like, that's just not me. I like do super natural brows. I honestly just fill them in. Like, I just fill them in. I'll brush them out, fill them in. I think this is some e.l.f. like pomade or whatever. I really want to try Anastasia Beverly Hill because I know that they're bomb. But girl, your girl's on a budget, so yeah. So I just kind of, I need to look at the mirror. I just fill in the spaces. I have pretty good brows, if I do say so myself. So I mean, I don't really do much. I get them threaded. Does anybody else like break out when they get their eyebrows threaded? Because honestly, that's why I moved from waxing to threading, because I broke out so bad, but I still break out. So I don't know, child. I don't know. My skin is just very, very sensitive. Ooh. If I mess up, I just fix it with concealer. It happens. It happens. It's hard to talk and do makeup. I'm like, am I saying the right thing? Are y'all bored? If y'all are bored. Also, I really need to know, like, what you guys like to look at. Because it's like, sometimes it's hit or miss with YouTube. It's like, sometimes I get amazing, sometimes I get amazing views. Sometimes I get very little views. I think it's just like, it can just be hit or miss. I don't know. So now I'm just going to put some concealer just to like carve out, you know, clean up around my brows. I'm just getting the hang of this, so please be easy on your girl. And I'm just using like NYX Gotcha Covered, which is actually a very, like I was using it under my eyes, but it just, y'all, that concealer is, when it says got you covered, it got you covered, because child, it does not budge. It is very thick. I was feeling like a clown, and I was like, yo, I don't know if I can use this. It's just very tacky. If you really just have some serious under eyes and you really just need to cover stuff up, this is the stuff for you. If you need to like kind of conceal like a zit or something, ooh. Y'all hear that dip. Woo. This is the stuff. It's Gotcha Covered. Is this backwards on here? Like, I don't know, whatever. Y'all, this is so vulnerable for me. People would be like, oh my gosh, you should do tutorials. And I'd be like, no. It's just so, I think being an influencer or putting your stuff on social media is very, like, I don't want to say vulnerable. It's just putting yourself out there. It's really tough. Because you're like, who cares? No one really cares. Like, no one cares about my stuff. So maybe people judge me. I used to feel bad because I was thinking about this when I was in the shower. I have a deep shower thoughts. So I was thinking like, yo, I have always loved social media. And I've always felt ashamed of loving social media. Like, because you have other people who are like, oh my gosh, who cares? It's just social media. And you're right. Like, I believe there should be limits. I don't think that you should be obsessed with it. I'm going to contour a little bit. Just an interruption. I'm going to contour. I love that it's MyRayeRaye BH Cosmetics palette. It's just beautiful. Like, I love it. One of my friends, shout out to Amira, yes, who actually does bomb makeup, and I'm waiting for her to do her YouTube videos because honey has been doing face beatdowns since before we even got on the train. Anyways, I'm going on a lot of bunny trails, but this is a great palette. It has like, it has different types of highlighters, different types of, like, if you want to contour, stuff like that. This is what it looks like. It has like eyeshadows and then like highlight and contour stuff down here. And I usually use Mocha because I'm a little library, you know, but they have the dark one too, which I think is amazing that they have a lot of range for the skin. Does even have a darker skin highlight called French Toast. So I've never used it because of course I'm way too light for that, but I use Mocha just to like carve out, you know. I do a little bit of contour, I do a little bit. What was I saying? Oh, okay, so I really used to feel bad about that. I used to feel really bad. I don't perfectly contour, you guys. I'm still getting the hang of that as well. But yeah, I used to feel so bad. Like, man, I love social media. I've loved social media, anything artistic on the computer since I was a child. I've loved it. I begged my parents to let me get a MySpace in middle school, and they were like, no. I was like, dang it. I made a Facebook secretly. This was in 2000, and this is before Facebook was even popping, when it was really for college students, which was like, this was like in 2009, 2008. I made a Facebook, and my parents were like, you didn't even tell us, and they're like, you know, let us think about it, like, don't go on there until, you know, we think about it, and they let me keep it, and I was the first out of, like, my friends to have anything on Facebook, like, and I used to write notes on there. So long story short, I've just always loved social media. I've just been so enamored with it. I've been blogging since I was 18. I used to do Facebook notes. And then I figured out, oh, you can do your own website on Blogspot, I think I used. So I was just really always obsessed with social media, always had a knack for like figuring it out. I just thought that that was a flaw of mine, and that, I don't know, I just felt really bad that I wasn't like other people, that I wasn't like, oh, I don't care about social media. Which is fine. It's not people's thing. But it is my thing. But now that we're in this age that social media is like booming, honey, and you can create your own business and you can just do a lot, I am actually finding that maybe this is on purpose. Like maybe the things that we're like, oh, nobody cares that I do this, it's not a big deal. Like maybe those are the exact things that like God is like, yo, like this is your passion. We're going to work with this. What do I do next? I started talking enough. Oh, next I am gonna go ahead and do some eyes. Oh, like I'm not like a very extensive eye blender. I do like the same thing all the time unless I'm feeling real fancy, and then I'll be like, I will do lots of color. But today is just a chill day. Like this is how I do my makeup if I were like going out to lunch or like going to church or something. I don't know. But yeah, I used to feel really ashamed about loving social media. Now, I do think you need boundaries, that you shouldn't be obsessed with it, that it shouldn't become, ooh, child. I know other makeup artists are probably cringing if they watch this because I am like, for real, like, yeah. So usually I do like a base. I love this color in this palette called Pancake. Usually I do like a little base, just to kind of start off with, you know, a very neutral color. I'm listening to Kurt Franklin, y'all. I love him to this day. Let your winds blow. So yeah, I used to feel so ashamed, and then like recently I feel like God's been saying like, don't be ashamed of what you're passionate about. Like there is a contest coming up for people who want to be brand ambassadors for someone, and I am legit excited about it because it'll just give me practice. And I was like thinking about like how, man, I am so excited about this. I'm so excited about like creating and coming up with cool ideas and being creative. So like this is kind of my jam. I have this Anastasia palette called Subculture, and I love this palette. My sister got it for me, I think, one Christmas, and my favorite color is Adorn. Right here, you see like I'm hitting the pan. Oh my gosh, I have to get this palette again just to get Adorn, because it's like the perfect, just subtle but sparkly, like bronzy color. It is just so beautiful, and I'm always using it, and I can't find another color like it. And you see I don't really even use the other colors like that, but I use Adorn. It is beautiful. Needs to grow inside of me. Yeah, so this is pretty, you know, this is all I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do a little light inner corner, and literally we about done. We's about done. Okay, yeah, so I use the, it's MyRayeRaye palette again. I used Allison for the inner corner of my eyes. Yes, I did. Like, this is a really simple, like, this is just, I literally wear this all the time. And there's nothing like that color Adorn. Like, I just wish they sold that, because that's really all I, and that palette is not cheap. Okay, So I'm almost finished. Let me hurry up because I'm not trying to make this like a very super long video. So I love, and I got this recommendation, wow, can I see what it's called? So I got this recommendation from Kirsten Jordan, and she said this is the best bronzer. She's like around my skin tone, and I was like, yo, I have to try it. So it's called Sun Bunny. It's by Too Faced, and it is, I love this bronzer. It's amazing, and I'm also hitting the pan. It's so, like, it's just the perfect overall bronzy look, because for me, I am, of course, once again, like a weird light color. Like, I'm not like white people light, but I'm you know, I don't have exactly like brown tones. I have very like orangey tones, so this kind of upplays the bronze and doesn't add to that orange. I don't know, it doesn't like play up the orange in my skin and make me look like a tangerine. And y'all, I'm not going nowhere today but church dance practice, so I don't even know. I'm probably just gonna wipe this off. Okay, so we did that, and I just kind of, like you saw, you know, I just kind of like, honestly, next, I'm gonna do some Fenty highlighter, and we gonna be done, and I'm gonna do some mascara. I'm gonna need to blend that. That's looking a little harsh. Okay, we're gonna kind of do. Y'all, I hope Demi is doing okay. Sorry, her song just came on. I really hope that she is thriving and living her life because I want her to win. So I'm gonna do some mascara, Maybelline Snapscara. This is actually really awesome. I love this. Y'all, I gotta concentrate for this. I feel like editing this is gonna be a beast, but I can do it. I can do it. You realize. Y'all remember this song? I sound like Beyonce. Y'all remember this song? So let me give you a break, give you a break. Y'all make weird faces when you put on mascara. I do. This is about as best as we gonna do. Usually I stand up and do my makeup, but since I'm on camera, I'm sitting, child, and I'm hot. Okay. Okay. As you can see, if you don't know me, I'm just really goofy when I do my makeup. I'd be acting crazier than this. So we're done. Basically, this is just a simple beat. I'll probably do my hair off camera and then come back on, but I'm gonna spray again with this rose water just to kind of seal everything. So, you know, try to keep your eyes like, because I just put mascara on. Sometimes if I blink and I spray this, it like makes the imprint. You know what I mean? So, I broke my own rule. Hopefully I didn't do it. Okay. Okay, I'll be back on camera with like my hair done because I want you guys to see like the full get ready, okay? I'm back. Hey guys, I am back and just put some Fenty lip gloss on, did my hair, which is not even fully dry. My hair takes forever to dry. So, finished product. Thank you for sticking around. I'm going to either put everything I use, I'll probably put everything I used in like the box below in like the names and colors, because you know, y'all may be wanting to buy the stuff that I used or whatever. One day I'm gonna be paid for this, okay? No, but thanks for watching and I shall see you later. Bye.